This time I am going to talk about freezing action, controlling your camera without using dedicated manual mode. So instead of controlling your ISO, aperture, and shutter speed, in this case I have a Pentax K-5 and they have a special mode called TAV. What happens is that you can control your shutter speed and aperture, but the camera controls the ISO. You can also set the exposure compensation as an additional method of control. You can see I'm holding down the ISO button, but it's not changing the ISO, it's changing the aperture. If you want to photograph someone running and you want to completely freeze them in motion, let's say you wanted to use 1/1000th of a second shutter speed, then you can use your largest aperture. It's an easy way to just control those two settings and let the camera figure out the third. That makes it easier to get your job done, and you can usually expect the camera to make the right choice with ISO, because at least in the Pentax K5 you can define an auto ISO range. So you see I have 80 to 6400. I can increase that up to maximum. And it also has auto ISO parameter, so you can say try to use a higher or lower ISO than what the camera would usually choose. It's fast, so the camera will max out. Let's see if it does otherwise. Let's put it on slow. But at least with Pentax cameras, TAV mode is pretty helpful in those situations where you only want to deal with two things. Like with fast action, ISO, you just need enough to get the photo you want. You don't want to deal with that third setting. TAV is nice for that. Thanks.